Hi, folks. I wanted to share with you an article out of Q Costa Rica today. Periodically, 2 or 3 times a week, we refer to a lot of the online news sources like qcostarica.com, amcostarica.com, ticotimes.net, the Costa Rica News.com. So many online news sources that really provide a lot of information for us who have an interest in one way or another in Costa Rica. So I commend Rico, who is a wonderful writer, and he works with Q Costa Rica. And I just wanted to share an article about foreign investors and pensioners and rentiers are not required to pay the caja anymore. And as you may or may not know, the caja is a social government healthcare system that is pretty good when it comes to expats because of course a lot of the expats who move to Costa Rica are older and they do require health care. And so this is something that when you obtain your residency, you do have to start paying through the caja. Now, a couple weeks ago, the Costa Rican government voted on really expanding the price point, really making it difficult for a lot of people to pay this because they raised it, I believe, double. So instead of anywhere from $90 to $150 a month, all of a sudden it was $200 to $600 a month. And that's really tough on people who are on a fixed income. But in any event, I just wanted to read this to you. This is written by Rico, and here it goes. Foreign investors, pensioners, and rentiers who come to Costa Rica will not be required to insure themselves before the caja Social Security. The Social Health Care, the CCSS. It's called the Costa Rican Social Security Fund, or commonly known as the CAHA. This population comes to continue to the economic recovery. A law approved in 2021 provides temporary residence and tax benefits for those who demonstrate that they will invest at least $150,000 in real estate. Now, some say that is $200,000. I'll have to check on that. Asset shares, securities, and productive projects or projects of national interest. Jorge Dengo, legislator of the Progressive Liberal Party, said that insurance is one of the problems that this group of people faces when deciding on settling in the country. According to Dengo, the legislation that was approved in July of 2021 is a step in the right direction because it sought to attract economically healthy segments to contribute to the country's recovery after the pandemic. But in practice, foreigners who have applied to have this condition special immigration have had difficulties, and one of the biggest obstacles that foreign pensioners and rentiers have faced has to do with the issue of being insured in the caja. With the proposed modification, those who want to obtain this immigration status in the country will not have the obligation to insure themselves and contribute to Social Security, but they will be able to do so voluntarily, he added. The problem has been that the CCSS has established high percentages of insurance premiums to foreigners, and on many occasions these charges exceed the terms of reasonableness and proportionality. The logic at the caja is the greater the income, the higher the premium. For example, a foreign investor, pensioner, or rentier with a monthly income of $1,500 to $2,500, which I think is normal, can see paying between $200 and $400 monthly for the caja. It is not reasonable to impose disproportionate charges that what they cause is to scare away foreigners who want to settle in this country. And that's exactly what happened. Diego Vargas, also PLP legislator and co-promoter of the proposal, said the initiative seeks to encourage the attraction of foreign direct investment, reactivate the national economy, and give better conditions to foreign pensioners who see Costa Rica as a country to settle permanently. And basically, again, what they're saying, just to review and to follow up and to end this conversation today, is that it was getting all of a sudden so expensive for anybody to move to Costa Rica that they quit trying to acquire their residency in Costa Rica, instead finding Panama a more reasonable country in which to live, a less expensive country in which to live, or just going to some other faraway land like Ecuador or Bolivia or Peru. So anyway, Costa Rica made the right decision here. If you want some follow-up on this, if you're thinking about obtaining your residency here in Costa Rica, if you have any questions, please contact us at Costa Rica Good News at gmail.com. That's Costa Rica Good News at gmail.com. This is our business. What we do is we have been assisting individuals and families in their move to Costa Rica for over 15 years now. We have a couple websites I want you to jot down. Costa Rica Good News Report.com. That's Costa Rica Good News Report.com. Lots of good links about everything you'd like to know about Costa Rica. And also, again, if you're thinking about acquiring your residency here, we have a website called Costa Rica Immigration and Moving Experts.com. That's Costa Rica Immigration and Moving Experts.com. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the YouTube channel as well. So I will have the program notes, some links in the program notes, I should say, associated with this specific episode in the YouTube video area down below where the text is, and also in the program notes associated with this episode. Hey, thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. Hope to hear from you, and Pura Vida.